Good morning, gang. I thought I would take you along with me for another What I Eat in a Day. I've just woken up. I'm so tired this morning. I had to peel myself out of bed. I hit snooze without even realising. I always wake up at 6, but today was just, again, feeling a little bit harder. Got a lovely day actually. I've got a morning shoot with Epitome. So we've rented this beautiful space and we've got a few of our customers that we're interviewing in a kind of podcast setup. But I'm having a shortbread tea on an empty stomach. Gasps in nutritional misadvice. I obviously don't want to do a double espresso shot on an empty stomach. I also think I'll just be an anxious mess, but I need my cup of tea to function this morning. So I've got that. Then I will come home, I will make lunch. I've got a little bit of editing work and admin work that I need to do. I'm actually going to walk to the shoot because the shoot's not far from me, which is really nice. So normally, obviously, I get up first thing and I go and do my morning steps, but my morning steps have now been factored into the shoot. I think it's about 45 minutes away, so I'll do 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, so then by the time I kind of get home for lunch, I would have already probably done about 10,000 steps, which is win. So I'll do lunch, and then I've got an event tonight, which I'm going to take you to, which is a champagne reception with Billacart Salmon. I think it's at the Broadwick in Soho. So I'm literally just gonna pop in there, say hi, show face, and then I'll come back and do a really, really speedy dinner, maybe something from my new cookbook, So Good Express. It's just out also next week or this week, depending on when I post this YouTube. Busy day, but it's a really, really nice day. Lots of lovely things. Oh, do you know what I discovered again recently? Is the Dermatologica Daily Microexfoliant. I use this before bed now with the LMS cleansing oil, and just feel like my skin just wakes up so glowy. But then I obviously also sleep with Blast, which is just the goat. This is the Dietary Hyaluronic Global Serum. I'm also going to be using a little bit of the Skin Rocks antioxidant. Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. Let's make some breakfast. So my standard formula is always going to be a carb sauce. So pre-sliced sourdough that I buy from the bakery, I freeze, I store in my little silicone oxide bags. Then always the rule of 3 when it comes to plants. So 3 types of plants in my breakfast. I've got some organic spinach, I've got some tomatoes, and I've got some sprouts. And then I'm just gonna make some scrambled eggs, bulk them out with extra egg whites, just for that extra hit of protein. Also add a scoop of cottage cheese. That motorbike is just outside, absolutely revving it, which is classic. But this is the kind of breakfast formula that I can literally make in 5 minutes. It's going to keep me full. It's not changing the world, but it's nutritionally balanced and complete enough that I know that I'm getting in all the things that I need. So let's quickly rustle this up together. Not complicated, not fussy. I have to say, these probably aren't my most yellow eggs, but so I've literally made that in less than 5 minutes. I've got 2 scrambled eggs, extra egg whites. I'm hitting about 20 grams of protein in there. I've got some bean sprouts and cherry tomatoes, fresh spinach, a lovely little slice of sourdough. I'm just gonna add an extra little dollop of cottage cheese. I'm nearly out. Shock. So an extra little dollop of cottage cheese. All things cottage cheese is literally the best. I don't know if anyone follows me on Instagram or TikTok, but Tabasco sent me this size of jalapeno sauce because I'm obsessed with it. I get through so much of it. And I don't think I'll ever be able to open her. Someone joked that they were like, oh, you're gonna have to literally just use this as a sculpture in your home. And I was like, yes I do. Onto my spinach and my sprouts and my eggs. I'm just gonna douse this with jalapeno Tabasco. Tastes delicious, and also the spice is just good for stimulating satiety. I feel like this vlog is actually chaotic this morning because I genuinely am in a real rush. But that is my perfect little breakfast plate. Perfect. Well, luckily, I'm actually quite full from that breakfast because I ran out of time to pack that snack, which I just think is a little bit of a realistic thing. I think we can all have this idea of what we want to do in the day and all the things we're going to prep, but sometimes we just don't have time. But that's okay. I'm I'm actually quite confident that huge breakfast is going to keep me nice and full. We're only shooting from kind of 9 until 12:30, so it's not a full day shoot anyway. So I'll just come back and make some lunch. But otherwise, see you guys on shoot. Here we are, the queen of makeup herself, Bryony. This is our cute little space that we have for today. Snack station. I'm not sure that the snacks came nutritionist approved, but we do have bananas.
There's cut fruit in the fridge.
There's cut fruit in the fridge. For sure.
Put some little fruit bags.
Oh no, amazing! Yeah. Oh,
And
I've
like
another baby bell. Oh, and kefir.
Yeah. We've got some healthy bits.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's got loads of different clips.
The women of the hours. I'm here with my absolute angel of my life, the epitome throne. So we've just done 2 customer, and now we're on our final little chat. So we have wrapped. That was so lovely. We had 2 customer interviews and then 1 interview with my favourite doctor, Dr. Celia. She is just phenomenal. I just love her. She has a couple of recipe books actually, so worth checking out. They are just gorgeous. I'm now walking home. It's very windy today. I'm absolutely starving, so I'm going to do probably just like a throw it all in one bowl lunch. This is like my kind of go-to. This is the beauty as well, knowing what to have in your store cupboards and just like in your fridge to be able to whip together these meals. So I'll always have a protein, and I know that I've got a tin of tuna in my cupboard. I know that I've got a salad base, so I've got that spinach I actually had for my breakfast. I've got some feta, got some mixed seeds and all those bits and bobs. I may just do like a nice little spicy honey mustard dressing. So let's go whip that all together. Nice little brisk walk home, and see you guys in a mo. Home. I picked up some extra crisps because I'm going to make my big 1 bowl tuna salad. I'm basically just going to chuck in whatever I have in my fridge. I'm kind of craving a Joe and the Juice spicy tuna, so I'm going to make it a little bit that coded. So I'm going to add some jalapenos. I'm going to add some fresh basil for that kind of notch pesto. My carb choice is going to be just a few chickpeas. These are the Bold Bean Co. Queen chickpeas. They are so delicious, so amazing. If I don't want to kind of boil potatoes or have to cook any of the carb, this is just literally instant carb source. Get that fiber, get that boost of plant-based protein, hitting those diversity targets. And I'm also going to make a massive portion of this. I'm going to sit down, scoop it up with some crisps, have a nice cup of tea with it, and that is just my dream lunch. I love these little tins of tuna. So one of these tins contains about 27 grams of protein. So 27 grams of protein. Going to make my dressing with Greek yogurt, which is probably going to give me another 5 grams of protein. And then I'm also going to be using the chickpeas, which is probably also going to give me another 5-6 grams of protein. So I'm hitting like a massive 35 to 40 gram protein lunch, which is going to leave me feeling really full, lovely and satisfied. Tablespoon of yogurt, some garlic granules, a little bit of the brine from the jalapenos, a few of those jalapenos, a dollop of whole grain mustard. And then just tear up some nice fresh basil. Red onion, so I can just really finely slice some of that in here. Some more of those sprouts. Mandolin in, some cucumber, and a handful of tomatoes. I literally open my fridge and whatever I have in there, it goes into this bowl. A few of those little chickpeas. Big handful of spinach. And then these are crunchy jalapeno and pineapple sweet heat ones from Gran Lunchito. I love these, they are so delicious. So I'm just gonna add a couple of spoons of those. And then a little handful of olives that I'm just gonna roughly dice. And these are just scissors. And all I'm literally gonna do now is chop through the salad, mix it all together. Then I'll leave it to like sit whilst I make a cup of tea so all the flavors come together. Random fridge lunch. I eat kind of like this very, very often, especially on days like this. I'm running from kind of shoot to job to, I've got another meeting now that I have to go to. So I'm always kind of like So it's just making sure that I have the things in my fridge. That means that I can throw something like this together. And all of these little jars and bits and bobs, they sit in my fridge. The most important thing is I always have a supply of yogurt, kind of fresh, instant go-to veggies like cucumber, peppers, tomatoes, spinach. Sprouts, optional, bit bougie. Onions, most people tend to have. And then your protein. So you pre-cooked roast chicken you can use, tuna, prawns, hot smoked salmon, all of those things would work really, really well. And then just toss all of it together. And that is my glorious one bowl, chuck it all in, tuna salad. I've got tuna, chickpeas, tomatoes, cucumber, sprouts, jalapenos, spinach, red onion, yogurt, mustard, garlic, some olives. That is gonna leave me feeling very full and very satisfied. Have it with some pop crisps to kind of like scoop it up and have a little bit of textural contrast. Just gonna make a cup of tea now and then we'll eat lunch together. Lunchtime tea of choice is a decaf Earl Grey. So that is what I eat for lunch as a nutritionist. It's not even a recipe, it's literally a formula. So it's got my two main anchors. It's got my anchor of protein and it's got my anchor of fiber. Those two are gonna make the biggest difference to how I feel after I eat. I want this lunch to make me feel full and satisfied, and I don't wanna think about food until I really have to think about dinner. And making sure that I've got those two anchors is what's gonna leave me feeling really satiated and really content. I've got my protein from multiple sources. So I've got tuna, chickpeas, and yogurt. I've got my fiber from all the different plant varieties. I've got loads of different color in here, which is indicative of different antioxidants and health compounds. And salads like this are just made to be scooped up and eaten with crisps. I told you, I'm absolutely addicted. It took me 10 minutes to make. And even though I've been on shoot all morning, I've managed to prioritize my nutrition still. So I still had a great breakfast. I've still come back. I've had a really lovely, big, filling lunch. I also got in about 10,000 steps walking to and back from the shoot location, which I factored in for the time that I had to leave this morning. Just little things like that, I think, always help me prioritize my movement, prioritize my nutrition, and even though I'm busy, I still get all of the good stuff in. So my biggest tip, if you want to build meals like this, is make sure that you have what you need in your fridge and your store cupboards before. There is no set formula or recipe for this, but it's just so good. Snack break. We're off to the Broadwick to taste some champagne from our favourite producer, which is a Bitter Cart. So, husband is good.
That's fine.
I don't really want to drink tonight because it's Wednesday, but
We only drink champagne on days that end with Y though, so it's fine.
there we go. Ooh, the dirty soda. We are going home. No, actually, it's that's really dirty.
Yeah, that's dirty.
Couple of glass champagne. Delicious. Wonderful event. Absolutely
Ground
lost. Where are we? Ground floor. In the beautiful Broadwick Hotel.
Are we on the right floor?
Yeah, we are. No, ground floor. Yeah, we are on the right floor.
Yeah, we're on the right floor.
I'm just confusing us with my silly
There we
filming.
go.
And now we're about to go home, and I'm going to show you what a nutritionist eats after she's had 2 glasses of champagne on a Wednesday night.
Oh?
Sorry.
Eat the phone. What are you getting for dinner, Aaron?
50 now, jobs. Sorry, excuse the excessive mixing. Erin's decided to make a Negroni whilst I'm going to make fried rice. I have this leftover pack. I did a M&S what I eat in a day the other day with a kind of like crispy harissa rice. I've got a leftover chicken breast, and I'm going to put a red pepper, carrot, spring onions, and cabbage in there, and then make a kind of like chow mein sauce. Add a bit of extra chili, and that is going to be my dinner.
Ice cold. You want to try some?
Oh, that is delicious. Oh, that's really nice. That's very nice. That's probably your best one. So something like this is just so easy to throw together. And again, I just open my fridge And I was like, what do I have in there? Unfortunately, I did tell Aaron that I'm making dinner only for myself because I only have one chicken breast. I'm a terrible wife. But he has no complaints because he was able to order from this amazing looking, is it Lebanese?
Yes.
Amazing looking Lebanese restaurant that we keep on walking past near us. So he's had the opportunity to test it out. So then if it's good, I will also eat from there. Favorite random fact is that a red pepper has more vitamin C in than an orange. Support your immune system, support your health, your skin and all that good stuff. Then actually eating a red pepper, that's what you should do. I was about to chop this, but I realised because I have my trusty julienne peeler. So I'll just peel this into little strands. It's really cool, it kind of peels it into these tiny little ribbons. I had a couple of glasses. I am just the kind of person that I think when you have the opportunity to do something that's really special, do it, take it. Like I'm so lucky that with my job and with my work, I get invited to these kind of things. And sometimes I'm just a bit like, why not? I know it's a Wednesday, I've had a really busy day, but life is worth living. And a couple of glasses of champagne. I'm now going to be having this lovely home-cooked meal with all these different vegetable types in. I'm going to be getting my protein. I'm going to be making all my sauce from scratch. Nice little bit of fibre from the brown rice and the vegetables. I'm still hitting those foundations. And a lot of people ask me, how do you stay healthy? How do you balance kind of eating out and drinking? This is literally it. It's the choices that you make in between all of the kind of lovely, fun 20%. The 80% is my foundations. I've got a Pilates class tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So I'll wake up, have a great breakfast, I'll move my body, I'll feel good, and I'm pretty much good to go. I don't drink as well to get a hangover. I think that's also really important. I drink because I genuinely enjoy it and I actually look forward to the drink that I'm about to have. A little bit of sesame oil, chicken, seasoned with a bit of salt. So funny, so Aaron obviously ordered like 15 minutes ago and my dinner's gonna be quicker than his delivery. So to the chicken and soy, I'm just gonna add all of those veggies and start to cook those down. Tiny little bit of white pepper, garlic, chili. Oh, and I have this sauce from M&S, which is kind of like a sweet and aromatic Indonesian style sauce I'm just going to go in with. Sriracha. Some of that rice. Super quick and speedy stir fry. Oh, it's really hot. I need to put a little mat on there. I did by accident tip half the pot of chili flakes into it, so I think I'm going to die slightly. I do like a bit of spice. My lovely little stir fry with peppers, chicken, carrot, and it's gone all lovely and sticky and gorgeous. Aaron's takeaway has just arrived through the door. So this is mine. Should I have a look at yours? Do an unboxing just
Absolutely.
for the...
I've not plated mine either, so you're ready to go. You're already eating.
Mm. Yum yum.
Some yellow.
Some yellow.
We've got some red.
Oh, it's pudding.
We've got some white. That's all bonus.
That's literally giving you pudding. Chili and garlic sauce.
Rice.
Rice.
Oh, we've got some nice, wow.
Oh wow, God, they're giving me a whole pack of bread.
That's really
Gorgeous Lebanese bread. Yeah. Yum. And it's warm. Whoa. That is the mix shawarma box. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what.
Nice little wedge of lime. But that is dinner. Thanks for watching. If you guys have stayed for the whole duration of this chaotic video. I think we're probably going to do a TV dinner.